You know you're in for some fire and blood when you've got Chaos Dwarfs versus Khorne. Gonna be a good time, this one from Cool Umbrella, Grandmaster himself. And as for the builds here, you've got Chaos Dwarf Warriors up front with Infernal Ironsworn, some Blunderbusses here, Astrochad leading the way, a couple of Kadai Fireborn, very cool choice. And that's pretty much it. It's just a mix of all those troops. Relatively small, focused build. I actually really like this. It's very almost reminiscent of Order Dwarfs, with, of course, a monstrous presence that they currently lack. Hopefully with Thrones of Decay they'll get something new and interesting, like some rune golems or something. I don't know. We'll see. But we've got Flesh Hounds here for Khorne, and some regular Warhounds over here also, and the Hounds of the Blood Hunt. Regiment of Renown. I actually don't remember what these guys even do. Oh yeah, they have Gore Feast, so they heal in melee and are immune to contact effects. That's hilarious. Got some Minotaurs here. The anti-infantry variant looks like one great weapon in the center, some dual hand weapon Marauders, and regular Marauders with Bloodletters out on the flank on the far side there. Interesting choice. I like the pick of the Bloodletters, actually, although they're going to be pretty vulnerable to the blasting charges here, which is going to go into the Marauders. Not really a lot else you can do for Khorne. Maybe you could try and bait him out with some hounds or something, but we're going to see a little bit of spears slop near from Khorne as they approach. Going to struggle to do efficient damage against the Blazing Beards. And here on the side, I mean, rushing in the Chaos Warhounds, they actually count as infantry size. You're going to get absolutely massacred by the Kadai. I mean, we'll see the same thing play out over on this flank here as a frontline engagement also gets underway. Of course, the Minotaurs will be trading decently, even against the Ironsworn. They're going to be trading actually very well against everything else. Valkia drops in the center here, but Astrogoth is certainly a match for her in terms of combat stats, especially with the Blunderbusses in support there. But the Blunderbusses is enough to just break the Warhounds. And yeah, despite the Flesh Hounds having that Gore Feast, a little bit of Ash Storm to make them extra weak to fire, and the Kadai are actually able to trade into them extremely well, and that is very cost effective also. I mean, I would think. I forget exactly how much those hounds are, but I think they're pretty expensive, honestly. Let's see. Also in the back line, we've got Minotaurs getting onto the Blunderbusses here. It looks like these ones are also moving in that direction as well. So Khorne definitely just collapsing a lot of these frontline units as quickly as possible, moving into this second level. And these are not necessarily the cheapest units to just be collapsing. I mean, they're Chaos Dwarf Warriors, which are more towards mid-tier infantry, certainly. But here we're going to get a little matchup between some Kadai and some Minotaurs. Very cool. Minotaurs with great weapons should just put their attack order on the Kadai and try and fight them, but it looks like right now, I don't know if they're trying to chase these Chaos Dwarf Warriors or what exactly is going on here, but it looks like now they turn around, and especially with the regular Marauders also, or Minotaurs rather, in support, should maul that unit of Kadai no problem, but do manage to open themselves up for some decent blasting charge volleys. And the Blunderbusses, of course, going to be much more painful. But Valkia dropping down once more to try and assist these Minotaurs. This engagement also, Blazing Beards getting absolutely swarmed. A little bit of overblobbing, arguably. Maybe could peel one of these Marauders out to go assist somewhere else. But that said, you also don't want to just necessarily throw them away, so you want to make sure they're supported somewhere. But like, even to peel them up, try and support these Minotaurs in the back line here. Do have some dual hand weapons also coming through, just kind of forsaking those Ironsworn. Not really surprised, but Ironsworn are going to return the favor. Spear slop near in the near ground, cutting through some of those Blunderbusses, trying to break them, but the Minotaurs also break, and it's going to be a big problem now for Valkia. She gets caught in a big blob with Astrogoth and Kadai. More Ash Storm over here as these other units move in. The Bloodletters have the speed that the Chaos Infantry, the Marauder, and even the, well, especially the Chaos Warrior Infantry, but even the Marauders only 35 speed. I guess Bloodletters are only 38, but it feels faster. I don't know, maybe they had a long charging animation there, but also the Minotaurs charging in here with their anti-large bonus, so Khorne definitely piling in relevant units to try and support this fight effectively. Unfortunately, Valkia got pretty badly beat up during that time. Not to mention, we've got Cascading Fire Cloak on those Fireborn, putting them up to 66 melee defense. They can help hold this pocket till more reinforcements arrive. Perhaps, we'll see. Not a lot of other reinforcements near that can assist swiftly. But yeah, those Minotaurs definitely taking those Fireborn to task. Astrogoth taking relatively little damage, though, in the process. At least they were able to sacrifice themselves for something. But Khorne definitely getting some solid damage out there. We do have some Ironsworn regrouping here, though. Blazing Beards also, so Chaos Dwarfs potentially have a pretty strong line kind of reforming there that Astrogoth can perhaps fall back to. And yeah, the Kadai surprisingly are taking quite a long time to actually get finished off here. We'll see. With Astrogoth kind of fighting by their side here, they certainly were able to hold out quite well. Astrogoth himself has done a lot of damage. Also, the fact that the Minotaurs are so low now, maybe the Minotaurs plus Valky, if they could get a surround on Astrogoth, could take him down, but he is still such a strong combat character, to be honest, especially self-buffing with that Cascading Fire Cloak, getting Ash Storm for additional weakness to fire, especially, I mean, Ash Storm gives 40% weakness to fire on him specifically because of that additional Kindle Flame, right? So it's going to be just absolutely disgusting on any units that it gets dropped on, certainly. They just get absolutely deleted. So Khorne's going to move in here with some more Bloodletters and Minotaurs, try and fight the Infernal Ironsworn. A little bit hard to tell. Some people are really not going to like the fact that the banners are very similar colors, but, I mean, come on, guys. Look at these banners stylistically. You cannot tell me that you can't tell them apart. I'm sorry. That's just... I don't believe you. I don't know. Maybe some people are not good with shapes. Anyway. Yeah, Astrogoth is able to win decisively there with that massive Ash Storm, and Ironsworn, you know, having innate fire damage just benefit massively from that. It's such good synergy across Chaos Dwarfs with that. Definitely Astrogoth still one of the best characters for them. You don't see him as often as you used to because, you know, the Sorcerer Prophets on their flying mounts are also very good, give you different selections of lores of magic, but when you're in a fight where you need to just ground and pound and support your fire, damage, melee units, in, you know, duking it out with some very strong enemy melee units, certainly Astrogoth buffing him up and providing his own considerable melee power helps out in that build quite a lot. So great job by Cool Umbrella there. And I like the build from Lazarus here. I don't know how much I would really change at the end of the day. Maybe just in execution, try and alter a few different things. The Hounds, like, I don't totally hate the pick of them, just in case here, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, hindsight being 2020, they really didn't have a lot of great targets to go after, other than chasing routing units, which, I mean, certainly they were able to a bit there. But, yeah, even the Flesh Hounds struggle to really gain enough value to pay for themselves. Minotaurs do a great job overall, and the Marauders are, you know, they're here. Some of them get absolutely exploded. A few of them pay for themselves. Dual hand weapons actually do a decent enough job. The Bloodletters are definitely a good one. I'd probably option in a few more, honestly. Maybe even cut some of these Flesh Hounds, and just maybe cut the 2 Flesh Hounds. Maybe keep the 2 regular Warhounds just for some flexibility. And just take extra Bloodletters, I think. And then this build becomes really nasty. Most of it is very good, I would say. Cool Umbrella's build I also like quite a bit. Anytime you see good use of Kadai Fireborn, it's awesome. They both pay for themselves. Ironsworn, of course, are what they always have been. Gonna be, well, not what they always have been, but still quite strong to this day. Nice to see some value on blunderbusses as well. Just good value all around, to be honest. So, fun one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that Fire and Fury. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and like and subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you next time.